everyone, get ready. Because today we're going deep, deep into the world of home remedies. The super annoying common cold and flu.
Yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
That scratchy throat, the stuffy nose, just feeling like you just want to build a blanket for it.
I would say
hibernate.
hibernate.
We've all been there, right?
Oh, yeah, especially this time of year.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that, you know, in addition to your typical tissues and cough drops, there's this whole, like, treasure trove of home remedies out there.
I love that.
Just waiting to be discovered.
I love that idea.
That's what we're going to be looking at today.
Awesome.
Using this excerpt as our guide.
That's great. You know, it's so interesting to me. It's like modern medicine has come so far.
Right.
But there's this, like, deep wisdom
Yeah.
in these traditional remedies that's just stood the test of time.
Absolutely.
You think about it, for generations, people relied on whatever they could find in their kitchens and their gardens.
Their gardens, yeah.
To help themselves feel better.
Totally.
And so many of those are still relevant today.
Yeah, it's like a direct connection to our ancestors.
Oh, really?
Right. They couldn't just, like, run to the store and grab something.
Right.
They had to, like, figure it out.
They had to be resourceful.
Yeah, they had to get creative.
Yes.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
Okay.
let's lay some groundwork.
Okay.
Our excerpt starts out by reminding us that colds and the flu, while both caused by viruses, aren't exactly the same.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's like comparing a mischievous little kitten to, like, a roaring lion.
Ooh, I like that.
You know, colds, with those sniffle and sneezes.
Yeah.
They're generally mild and usually clear up in a week or so.
Yeah.
But the flu, man, that's the heavyweight.
That's the one you don't want.
Yeah, it packs a punch.
Yeah.
You get the high fever, the chills.
The chills.
The body aches. And potentially more serious complications.
Right. So it's important to know the difference.
Absolutely.
So we can use the right tools to fight it off.
For sure.
Speaking of which, let's talk about prevention.
Yes, prevention.
Because who wants to deal with that flu lion?
Nobody.
If you can just avoid it altogether.
Right. You know, I think the first line of defense is, and it's so simple, it's good hygiene.
I was going to say.
I know.
I know we hear it all the time.
I know we hear it all the time.
But it's so important.
It is.
Washing your hands frequently.
Dearly.
Not touching your face.
Not touching your face.
Covering those coughs and sneezes.
Yeah.
Those are like the unsung heroes.
They are the unsung heroes.
Yeah.
It's so easy to forget.
How many things we touch throughout the day.
I know.
Right.
All those surfaces.
Doorknobs.
Door buttons.
Elevator buttons. Shopping carts.
Oh, yeah.
You're just picking up germs everywhere.
Everywhere you go.
And then you touch your face.
Exactly.
And it's like
giving them a free pass.
You're giving them a VIP pass right into your body.
Exactly.
It's like, come on in. Make yourself at home.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can't obviously live in a sterile bubble.
Right.
But those simple habits can really reduce your risk of getting sick.
Yeah.
So beyond just, dodging the germs.
Right.
There's another tool we have at our disposal.
That's right.
And that is strengthening our immune system.
Yes, I love this.
Right.
This is like giving your body its own little army.
Yes, empowering your body to fight back.
Totally.
So what does our excerpt recommend for boosting immunity?
Well, it really stresses a balanced diet.
Okay.
Yeah. Think like colorful fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats.
Makes sense.
And it specifically calls out vitamin C and zinc.
Those are important.
Really important for our immune system. So things like citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruit, lemons, all those good things.
The vitamin C.
Yeah. And then nuts and seeds and beans for the zinc.
So making sure you're fueling your body with the good stuff.
Absolutely.
But what about those times when life gets really hectic?
I know.
And you're, eating takeout every day.
Yes, we've all been there. The late nights at work. Running errands, juggling all the things.
That's a million things going on.
Absolutely. Right. So that's where those other pillars of a strong immune system really come in regular exercise, staying hydrated, and maybe most importantly, prioritizing sleep.
Oh, sleep.
I know.
That's the tough one for a lot of us.
It is.
Right? It always feels like there's just not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But, think about it this way.
Okay.
You can't always control what you're exposed to.
You can't control what you come into contact with
Out in the world?
Out in the world, yeah.
Right. But you can control how well rested your body is.
Okay.
To fight off those invaders.
Okay.
So aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep.
Quality sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Each night.
It's like giving your body a chance to recharge.
Absolutely, to recharge.
Okay. I'm sold. Sleep is moving up.
Yes.
My priority list.
Excellent.
All right, but let's talk about another big player.
Okay.
In the prevention game.
Yes.
And this is one that always sparks a lot of debate.
It does.
The flu shot.
Right.
And this excerpt actually does a good job of breaking down how it works.
Okay.
Basically, the vaccine introduces these inactive or weakened pieces of the virus into your system.
Okay.
It's like showing your immune system a wanted poster of the virus.
I like that analogy.
So it can recognize and quickly neutralize the threat if it ever encounters the real deal.
So it's not like a perfect shield.
It's not a guarantee.
But it's giving your immune system a head start.
Yeah, it's like a heads up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
The CDC estimates that the flu vaccine is about 40 to 60% effective at preventing the flu.
Right.
And even if you do get sick, it can often lessen the severity of your symptoms.
So it's worth it.
Exactly.
Even if you do end up getting sick.
Right.
But something I always think about with vaccines is it's not just about protecting yourself.
Right.
It's about protecting
other people.
That's right. Yeah. It's the concept of herd immunity.
Herd immunity.
And it's incredibly important, especially for those who are more vulnerable and can't get vaccinated.
Right, for whatever reason.
For medical reasons.
Yeah.
The more people who are vaccinated, the harder it is for the virus to spread.
So it's like a shield. It's for the community.
For the whole community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about building up our defenses.
Yes.
But let's be real.
Okay.
Sometimes those viruses, they break through.
They do. They're sneaky.
They're sneaky little things.
Yes.
That's where our home remedy arsenal.
That's what I'm excited for.
I know. This is the fun part.
Yes.
And sometimes simplest remedies are the most effective.
Absolutely.
This excerpt talks about
the importance of rest.
Yes.
And hydration.
Yes.
When you're feeling sick.
So important.
It's like you're giving your body.
It is. It's like you're saying, okay, body, let's team up.
Yeah.
We're going to kick this virus's butt.
Yeah.
Here's some extra fluids and some extra sleep.
Like, take a break.
Yes.
You deserve it.
To fuel the fight.
Yeah, you're working hard.
Exactly.
Your body's working hard.
Yeah.
So
then we can start targeting those specific symptoms.
Okay, what about those aches and pains?
Well, the aches and pains.
Oh, it's always a fun one.
No, those are no fun. So over-the-counter medications, like acetaminophen or ibuprofen can really help.
Yeah.
But always, always, always follow the dosage instructions.
Always follow the instructions.
Yes, very important.
Okay, what about congestion?
Oh, congestion, that stuffy nose.
Ugh, it's the worst.
I know.
You can't breathe.
So saline sprays.
Or nasal rinses can be really helpful for clearing out those nasal passages. And sometimes just inhaling steam from a hot shower can work wonders.
It's like a little spa treatment.
It is. It's like a sinus spa.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I love that.
Little self-care moment.
Yeah.
When you're not feeling great.
Exactly, yeah.
What about a sore throat?
Ooh, sore throats are the worst.
Oh, no, they're so uncomfortable.
They're so uncomfortable.
So a warm saltwater gargle.
Okay.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
It really soothe a sore throat. Lozenges can also help.
Okay.
And this excerpt highlights honey.
Ooh, honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
As a surprisingly effective option.
Okay.
It has natural antibacterial properties.
Interesting.
And it's soothing.
Okay.
But remember.
Yes.
No honey for babies.
Right.
Under a year old.
Always good to double check those things.
Absolutely. Always talk to your doctor.
Especially for little ones.
Especially for little ones.
Before you give them anything new.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we've talked about prevention.
Yes.
We've talked about some great home remedies.
We have.
For relieving those symptoms.
Yes.
But what about when those remedies just aren't enough?
That's when it's really important to know when to seek professional medical help.
Right.
Absolutely.
So if your symptoms get worse...
Yes.
Or they last longer.
Yeah, more than 10 days.
More than 10 days.
If you're experiencing any red flags.
Red flags like...
Like difficulty breathing.
Okay.
A high fever that won't go down. Severe fatigue. confusion, don't hesitate to contact your doctor.
It's better to be safe.
Absolutely.
Than sorry.
Yes.
Right.
Always err on the side of caution.
Yeah. And speaking of old sayings, our excerpt tackles some common cold and flu myths.
Ooh, myth busting.
Yes, myth busting time.
Fun. One of the biggest ones.
Okay.
You can't get the flu from the flu shot.
I know.
Can we just put that one to rest?
I know. It's just not true.
It's like saying you can't get wet taking a shower.
Exactly.
It's not. It doesn't make any sense.
It just doesn't make sense.
So the flu shot uses inactive or weakened virus particles.
Yeah.
So it can't
give you the flu.
And
if there are any side effects, they're usually very mild and temporary.
Yeah, they're not a big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Okay, what's another myth?
Okay, the other one is that antibiotics will cure a cold or the flu.
Ah, yes.
But antibiotics target bacteria,
right,
not viruses.
It's like trying to use a hammer to fix a leaky faucet.
Exactly. It's the wrong tool.
It's the wrong tool for the job. But also taking antibiotics when you don't need them contributes to antibiotic resistance. Exactly.
Which is a huge problem.
It is a global health concern.
We need to use antibiotics responsibly.
Absolutely.
And only when they're actually needed.
Yes, only when necessary.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
In this deep dive.
Yes.
Into cold and flu remedies.
Yeah.
And it seems like
we
have more power than we think.
I agree.
When it comes to preventing and managing these illnesses.
Absolutely.
But I want to hear from you.
Okay.
What are some of your personal experiences?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
What stands out to you?
Okay, well, you know what really stands out to me is like how much wisdom there is in those traditional home remedies.
Right.
It's like our ancestors were the original life hackers.
Yeah, they had to be.
Right.
Yeah.
They figured out what worked through trial and error.
Yeah.
Way before modern medicine came along.
Right. And it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff we've been talking about today, like the saltwater gargle, honey for a cough, those have been around forever.
I know.
And they're still effective.
Right.
It makes you wonder
what
other little gems are out there.
Yeah, what else? Yeah. What else is out there?
Just waiting to be, rediscovered.
Totally. Like it makes me want to go raid my grandmother's recipe box.
Yeah.
Not for cookies this time.
Not for cookies this time,
but for those old school remedies that she swore by.
Totally. So I'm curious.
Okay.
When you're feeling under the weather.
Yeah.
Are there any home remedies that you
Oh, absolutely.
Personally rely on?
Yeah, one of my go-tos is ginger tea.
Oh, ginger tea.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm feeling nauseous.
Okay.
Or I have an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Ginger is my best friend.
Yeah.
It's also a natural anti-inflammatory. Oh. So it can also help soothe a sore throat.
Ginger's so good.
It is.
I love adding fresh ginger to smoothies.
Oh, that's good.
And then just a nice cup of ginger tea.
Yeah, on a cold day.
Yeah, so comforting.
So comforting.
Okay, what about you?
Let's see. Any other,
Okay, this might sound a little unusual.
Okay.
But I swear by garlic.
Garlic, okay.
Garlic.
Yeah.
It has potent antimicrobial properties.
Okay.
And some studies suggest that it might even help shorten the duration of a cold.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I like to add it to soups or stir fries.
Okay.
And if I'm feeling really brave, I'll even eat a clove or two raw.
Whoa.
I know.
That's next level.
It is.
I'm not sure I could do that.
It's pretty potent.
I'm more of a garlic and everything but raw kind of person.
I understand.
But it makes sense. Yeah. It's so strong.
It's got to have
some powerful stuff in there.
Exactly.
And speaking of strong aromas, have you ever tried?
I've heard of them.
Essential oils.
I've heard of them.
For cold and flu relief.
But I will admit.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a newbie when it comes to essential oils.
Yeah.
Any recommendations for a newbie?
Eucalyptus oil.
Okay.
Is a classic for congestion.
Okay.
You can add a few drops to a diffuser.
Okay.
Or even sprinkle some on a tissue.
Okay.
And just inhale
the
vapors.
Interesting.
Peppermint oil is another good one.
Okay.
For clearing the sinuses.
Okay.
And for a more relaxing and calming effect.
Okay.
Lavender oil.
Okay.
Can be really helpful. Yeah. Especially if you're having trouble sleeping.
Those all sound really good.
Yeah.
I've heard that you have to be careful
You do.
with essential oils.
You do.
Like, make sure you're getting good quality ones.
Absolutely high quality.
And use them properly.
Yes. Yeah, it's important to do your research.
Okay.
And choose high-quality essential oils from reputable brands.
Okay.
And always dilute them.
Yeah.
Before applying them to your skin.
Okay.
Because they can be quite potent.
Yeah, yeah.
A good rule of thumb is start with a few drops in a carrier oil.
A carrier oil, okay.
Like coconut oil.
All right.
Or almond oil.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things to be mindful of.
Yes.
Have you ever, come across any home remedies?
Oh, definitely.
Sound good.
There's a lot of misinformation out there.
Yeah, there is.
Especially online.
Yeah.
It's important to be a critical consumer of information and not believe everything you read.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet, kid.
Right. For example, there's this persistent myth that vitamin C mega doses can cure a cold. While vitamin C is important for immune function.
Right.
There's no evidence.
That taking excessive amounts will magically make a cold disappear. In fact, it can even cause unpleasant side effects.
Yeah,
like stomach upset.
Too much of a good thing can be bad.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
So it sounds like the takeaway here is just do your research.
Do your homework.
Yeah, be discerning about the information.
Absolutely.
That you're coming across.
Be critical.
Yeah.
And consult with your doctor if you're ever unsure.
If you're ever unsure.
About a particular remedy.
Yeah.
Or if your symptoms are really severe.
Always good to check in with a professional.
Absolutely. We are not medical professionals. We're just here to share some insights. Spark your curiosity.
Exactly.
Ultimately, the best approach is to listen to your body.
Yeah.
Use common sense.
Right.
And seek personalized guidance from your healthcare provider.
That's such good advice.
Right.
It's all about empowering yourself.
Empowering yourself
with knowledge.
With the knowledge.
And making informed decisions about your health.
About your health.
And one thing that really stood out to me is how accessible a lot of these home remedies are.
I know.
You don't need a fancy degree or a ton of money to incorporate these things into your life.
I just love that about it.
It's simple.
It is.
And effective.
Yeah.
And I love that.
It's a reminder that wellness doesn't have to be complicated or expensive.
Right. It's about those simple things.
Yeah. The things that have been around for centuries.
Right.
The things you can find in your kitchen or your garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of home remedies for colds and flu, I want to leave our listeners
with a challenge. Yeah. I want to know, what are your go-to home remedies for those annoying colds and flu?
I love it.
We've shared some of ours. But we want to hear from you.
Yes.
So head over to our social media pages.
Yes.
And tell us about your tried and true remedies.
Yes.
Your secret family recipes. Or any unusual tricks you've discovered.
I love that. Yeah. We might even feature some of your suggestions.
That's a great idea.
In a future deep dive.
So it's all about finding what works best for you.
Absolutely.
But remember, while home remedies can be super helpful, they're not a replacement.
That's right.
For professional medical advice.
Absolutely. Always consult with your doctor if you have any concerns. Yeah. Or if your symptoms are severe or they just won't go away.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From the science behind those sniffles and sneezes.
Yes.
To the surprising power of these simple home remedies.
It's amazing.
So hopefully you're feeling empowered.
Empowered.
With knowledge.
Yes.
And inspired to take a more proactive approach to your health.
Absolutely.
So to all our listeners out there, stay curious, stay informed.
Stay informed.
And most importantly, stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Until next time, happy deep diving.
Happy deep diving.